Hey, what's up, everyone? What's happening? What's good? Hope you guys are doing great today. I'm here, I have some coffee, and I'm ready to go. So let's do it. And if you're watching along on YouTube, go ahead and press the button, whatever button you like. Some housekeeping. Let's do it. Gotta clean up a little bit here. I'm waiting. I'm not actually going to do these because I'm waiting for somebody that has gravity well. That's right. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody that has a gravity well space thingy so that I can put them on active duty and get the benefit from that. What would I give up here? Torpedoes, probably. I'd probably give up the torpedoes for extra gravity wells. Seems fine to me. Oh, like 20 seconds on that? Okay, well, yeah. By the time I'm done with these, those ones will be ready. Or, no, almost ready. I'm too fast for my own good. Too fast. That one's ready too. One's almost at 3 as well. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go. So we spent some credits to set up last night after the stream, and now we're full on phaser doodle in here. I bought this phaser. It's obliviating. It yeah. 5% chance for plus 30 armor penetration and guaranteed full shield pen. Pretty awesome. And then I bought this one too, which is focusing linked, which gives me, oops, as you can see, it gives me extra shield hardness and then scientific readiness, which is cool. I just got another Omni, so I got 2 Omnis on rear, four arrays on front, plus my torpedo. And I decided that I'm going to take this Bajor defense stuff because I can get the full set, because the 4th piece, the warp core is it's in the Phoenix packs, which is fine. So I still have a couple more days before I can get that, but well, oh, and it won't be guaranteed either. It's not guaranteed, but a chance at it anyway. But we'll rock what we have for now. And then I've been testing it out, and its firepower is much better than it was before. All right. Begin.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. The chief told me to expect you. The Zenkethi officer is in the fire room at the back.
Okay.
A Starfleet captain is speaking to her.
Which one? Is it Geordi? Please tell me it's not Nog. Oh god. Are you gonna let me out? Let me out! Why was that way not? What does it have? That room is confusing. Ah, it is Geordi.
Good to see you again. Tensions are running pretty high where the Zenkethi are concerned, but Captain Parr has gone through a lot to help the Alliance. She deserves a fair shake.
Indeed. Indeed. Continue. Go ahead. Continue.
We keep meeting under less than ideal conditions.
Indeed, what did you
The
do?
chief of security thought it was a prudent measure. Technically, I am under protective custody until the Alliance decides what to do with me. I cannot fault this decision. Our military has much to answer for, myself included. There are many who might see a Zenkethi face and decide to seek vengeance.
Indeed. I'd say I trust you, come out, but my gun's on the ready. I hope you understand that.
Thank you. Far too many lives have been lost in this crusade, so I'm glad the tactical data I provided helped to save some. No longer. I renounced the title of captain after committing mutiny.
Okay.
Part of the price I paid to save those lives today. Let's move on. I have more information for the Alliance. I presume you are here to collect it.
For sure. Collecting on a lot of things right now.
Are you ready to hear my story?
Yes. Do we have to play it, though?
It began on my first mission as captain.
My first
I
okay, here
remember
we go.
it clearly.
Here we go again.
Captain's log, mission cycle 132. We have arrived at System 91, local designation Eok. Admiral Zen Tarak prepares to conduct Dransuli cleansing operations. Our tactical reports indicate minimal threat from the locals. This should be another egg run.
Captain Parr, we are receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak.
Okay.
Let's not keep the Admiral waiting, Ensign. Put him on screen.
The planet Eok. Scans show it to be filthy with the eggs of the hatred Dransuli. Their defenses are generally inferior, but their fleet could be dangerous in large numbers. While our ground squad prepares the weapon, we will ensure that no ship leaves this system. If one ship with one egg escapes, the contagion spreads. That is not acceptable.
Okay.
I know this is your first mission as Captain Neth. Don't let your excitement distract you from the task at hand. Stay alert!
Of course, Admiral. We're prepared to enforce containment protocol as ordered, sir.
See to it that you do, Captain. Zenterak out. Eoki fleet on intercept course. Eliminate them.
Okay, but I gotta... Peripheral refraction. Oh, it's a pilot vessel. That's fun. That's fun. I have locked trajectory. This keeps us going in a straight line no matter which way we point. Could do a strafing run. It's fun, right?
Starstruck. We're not warriors. Spare us, please. They pass our comms, Captain. Ignore them and follow protocol. Please stop. We're civilians. There's children here.
Listen, we have Latinum. It's all yours if you let us go. You're about to blow up a fortune here. Be reasonable.
We're a hospital ship. We're not a threat. Scanners. We have no weapons. Just sick and injured people.
Okay, I don't like lock trajectory unless I remember that's what it does. So we're actually gonna remove it.
Warning. Ship collateral. Target shield has failed.
Can't move it. Oh, that's close.
Captain, the ground team has beamed to safety. The protomatter bomb is ready. Since this is your first mission, I'm granting you the honor of detonating the weapon.
Nice.
Get into position when you're ready.
Yes, as you wish, Admiral. Far out.
Command is a difficult path to walk at times, Captain, yet you performed your duties well. It will reflect in my next report to the Autarch. I have seen great promise in you today. Faithful service to the Coalition is well rewarded. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. I will not forget today's events for a long time, if ever. That mission took a toll upon me and my crew. To eradicate the Transuli was one thing. The eradication of innocent Ioki was another. Despite my personal feelings, I remained a loyal officer. Things would change under Cronus 3. I led the Protomatter bomb squad myself.
Draconis 3 is a primitive, pre-industrial backwater planet. There is a large infestation. You know what to do, Captain. And Neff, keep your guard up down there. We think the target site is a temple. If that's so, the local savages may try to stop you. Feel free to discourage them. Aggressively, if necessary.
Our firepower should discourage them, Admiral. They shouldn't pose much of a threat to the mission.
We're good to go here. The weapon's in the green. Protomatter Matrix is stable and primed. The Admiral wants us to deploy the bomb in the largest concentration of Transuli eggs. Looks like that's in some type of structure ahead, not far from here. Ready to go when you are, Captain.
All right, let's move out. Keep an eye out for the locals and make sure the weapon is protected. No more lucky shots like we're known for, okay? The Admiral roared at me for a 10 cycle over that.
Mash.
50 credits says Tashan drops the bomb. Again. Oh, I'll take that bet. I'm standing right here, you know.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
that's cool.
Large concentration of Transuli eggs ahead. Does it matter where we put it? The whole planet gets scoured. Ask the Admiral. I'm sure he'd just love to tell you. You know, after giving you a year of latrine duty. Both of you, shut it. We got a job to do here. Yes, sir. Sorry, Lieutenant. Just stay disciplined. Remember what happened on Hatari.
Yeah, bash it. Bash. 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 Double bash. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Captain, Transuli signatures are most concentrated here.
Yeah, obviously. Rosita! Yeah. They're not that big, though. Oh, I gotta examine the stuff. Let's go examine the stuff.
They wouldn't want these eggs to hatch if they knew what was inside them.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Are these fools gathering Transuli eggs?
Yep.
What? Are they worshipping the eggs?
Looks like it.
Status report, Captain. Have you breached the...
Yes, sir. We found something interesting as well. Transmitting data now.
Starfleet. Interesting. Your scans indicate that image is centuries old. More Federation time travel nonsense, perhaps.
Yep.
Proceed with your mission, Captain. We don't have time for...
All right. Which pillar am I examining? Not this one.
Look at this picture. There's a Vulcan in it. Mammals all look the same to me.
Okay.
You know, they probably say the same about us. Right? I don't look anything like you. I'm actually good looking. This looks like a prime detonation site, Captain. We'll get the weapon placed and ready to go. This won't take long. Who's on Overwatch while we deploy the bomb?
That'll be me. Get the weapon ready. I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
Is that the door closing? Hey! We're still in here! Captain!
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
I'm sorry. Oh, I missed.
Bomb placement complete. Priming for detonation. Now.
Sorry though, fellas.
Bomb squad reporting. Need to stabilize the proto matrix here.
Oh wow, they got me. Look, if they're just gonna stay down there.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
The bomb's ready, but we're stuck in here. Transporters can't lock on.
Admiral's gonna order me to just blow it. You know it. No mercy, right?
We're reading a large number of life signs massing near your location, Captain. A large assault is imminent. Is the weapon ready to deploy?
In moments, sir, but my men are still trapped in the structure. Transporters can't lock onto their signals.
Unfortunate, but we don't have time
Yep.
to extract them. We've received a priority assignment from the Autarch himself. We must depart at once. Prepare for transport.
Sir, give us a little more time. Beam an engineering team down. We can break into the structure with explosives.
You have your orders, Captain. Your men are acceptable losses, as are you. Would you like to join them?
Yep, no mercy.
No, sir. I would not.
Thank you, loading.
I left those men to die. And for what? So the Admiral could reach his next genocide on time. It was madness.
So there were no evacuation plans? No rescue efforts?
None. The Autarch's orders were quite clear on those matters. And the Admiral was all too willing to execute those orders. When we reached the Atosi system, it had become clear. Our crusade was not a just one.
Atosi Prime. Long-distance scans suggested the presence of Dratsuli infestation, but we'll need to be certain. Standard operating procedure, Captain. Begin by conducting a scan of the planet.
Yes, sir. Let's hope this was a false alarm.
Helpful.
This is Counselor Hale Atunum. I speak for the Atosi people. We know of you, Zenkethi, and your purpose here. If you scan our planet, you'll discover that it is free of the bioform objects you seek to destroy. A scan of our moon will reveal the presence of those objects in totality. When we heard the fate of other worlds like ours, we collected the objects and placed them there for you.
That's nice of them.
Scour the moon as you will. It is devoid of life. Atosi Prime, however, is not. Over 4 billion souls dwell here. In their name, I ask you now, spare our world. Spare our lives.
Captain, confirm the Counselor's story. Scan both planet and moon. Verify the location of the Transuli eggs. We've been lied to before, and at great cost. I won't be deceived here today.
You could probably scan the planet yourself, you dumbass.
No signs of infestation, Captain. Shall we scan the moon next?
Yes.
Yes. Helm, set a course for the Atosi moon.
Captain, I'm reading a large concentration of Transuli eggs on the Atosi moon.
Very well. Prepare the torpedo launcher.
As you can see, we have been truthful.
Captain, return to the planet and conduct a deep scan. I want to be absolutely certain there is...
As you wish, Admiral.
Report, Captain. I'm picking up low-level signs of infestation across the planet. Are you as well?
Negative, Admiral. I believe the Atosi were being truthful here. There's no sign of Transuli infestation on our sensors.
It could be residual traces left behind when they move the eggs. Or it could be shielded pockets of infestation. Another crude attempt to deceive us. We must be certain, Captain. Prepare to scour Atosi Prime.
No.
Sir, with all due respect, Atosi Prime is not a threat to us. There's no need for this.
There is every need, Captain. Since you appear to be incapable of following my orders, I will deal with Atosi Prime myself. Tactical, prepare to fire a protomatter torpedo at Atosi Prime.
Admiral, no. Don't do this, sir.
No, we're not a threat. We're not...
Oh boy.
I could stomach no more after that. I could no longer walk upon the path of madness. My crew felt the same. Together, we began to walk a new path.
It is done. In light of your service to the Autarch and the Coalition, I will not have you shot for treason. If it were anyone else, be warned. The next time you see fit to walk the path of disobedience, I will not stay my hand. I'll see to it that your entire lineage is purged from existence to the last scale and egg. Do I make myself
Crystal, sir.
Yes, you do, sir. Helm, get us out of here.
I'm also gonna have to redo all my shit after that. It always pisses me off when they switch us in ships like that.
Admiral Zen Tarak has a lot to answer for. We can only hope the Zenkethi Crusade has come to an end at last and that nothing like this ever happens again.
That path, that choice, led me to where we are now. Walking it ultimately gave me the strength to stand against the Admiral and defect to the Alliance. I think we can both agree that journey has reached its end. From this point forward, I begin to walk along the path of atonement. That journey will never end for me, but I will help as many as I can with every step I take.
That's good.
Thank you. I hope your superiors have the same opinion as well.
There aren't many in
As
the
long
fleet
as
that are
Autarch
superior to
lives,
me, honestly.
He will continue to pursue his insane crusade. I believe I can be of use to the Alliance when the time comes to stop him, once and for all. I shall abide by their decision, until our paths merge once more.
Until then.
It sounds like Captain Parr has had some harrowing experiences out there.
Indeed.
It's clear that the Autarch is dedicated to wiping out every last threat to the Zenkethi, by any means necessary. Disturbing. Alliance officials will be reviewing the captain's
Satrian
request for
damage.
asylum soon. The help she's given us, and your report, will go a long
Satrian
way toward the
damage.
approval of that request.
Plus resistance after being shot from behind or sides. Interesting. Well, that was that. Now there's a whole bunch of bugs going around everywhere. Or something. Oh yeah, I can open these too.
The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with the Dominion to discuss the return of the Herc, and what can be done to prevent their aggression from devastating all 4 galactic quadrants. Despite recent events, we've agreed to host the summit at Deep Space Nine. None of the galactic powers are comfortable hosting a Dominion fleet deep within their territory.
Yeah, no duh.
Meet with me at DS9 prior to the beginning of the summit. I'd like to discuss our options.
Okay, but I gotta open these. Armored EV suit. Romulan plasma. Alright. Let's see. I don't remember if I have a point here. I don't. Okay. Oh, it was only the ground ones. Oh, excellent. That's excellent. Pistol training can go off. Let's do senses. Perception, exploit damage, resistance to flanking. Yes. Okay. I was just looking at my inventory and I already forgot if I needed to clear it or not. Civilian vessels on sensors. Station still damaged, but it appears critical system repairs are complete.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
Come on. The High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire, worthy of a warrior such as yourself. Would you like to review them?
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of our docking facilities were damaged in the recent conflict. Please proceed to the provided coordinates. Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Oh great, Captain Nog.
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Alright, it's fair.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Indeed. Yo, thanks for the raid, Greybog. I appreciate it. Alright. Off to the next guys. Or whatever.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
I'll be blunt. The Herc have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet gone.
Wow.
It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Herc. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Herc destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
Very, very good question.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Herc as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable.
What about you?
If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Understood. That's your right, actually. Nobody would fault you. Well, I wouldn't anyway. I wouldn't fault you for that.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Herc for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Herc are a threat no one can ignore.
That's true.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well.
Jesus Christ. You're not fit to be a captain, and your father... Oh, boy. Wow, just wow. 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 Wow.
Something on your mind? I'm not. Bah! I'd have you cleaning.
I not do nothing. I ain't so mad. I was raised by
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble.
No.
Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we?
Indeed.
I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Herc problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly.
Yep.
Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Herc. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed.
Yeah, I know.
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Detapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Herc. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
Working for the Obsidian Order.
Will there be anything else?
I mean, not working for the... I'm not insinuating anything, Counselor.
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh? I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
That Klingon is having a grand old time. Never knew Klingons played the accordion. Oh god, it is her.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Herc were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back. And we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Herc, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
She's Kai? I doubt it. Doubtful. Very doubtful. You put her in a position... She is a military person. She is not... No. She is not end up as Kai of Bajor. Absolutely not. Who wrote it? Never mind.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
Okay.
As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Herc. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge. Something else on your mind?
The only reason he's not here is because they couldn't afford him. Oh, I went there. Oh, I went there.
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what
There's
we
a
want
reason
to do
Picard and Riker
It's
and
no
Troy and
secret that the
Data
Ferengi
and
aren't a
Crusher
military
are not
powerhouse
in the
like
game.
The Klingons. Most of the time,
Maybe
we'd
they
be
aren't, I
happy
just
to make
haven't
a
seen them
tiny
yet.
profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well...
How'd you convince your people?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the board of liquidators with us for now.
Boy. Wow,
Most
that
of them
was...
see the potential for
good luck with
incredible
that.
profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well...
As long as you
let's
provide
just say
quality.
their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Herc have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
Yeah, no Ferengi's ever gonna fight.
Did you have another question?
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable.
Indeed.
Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion,
Bah.
or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here. My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point.
Why's her face look? Both this one and the Mirror Universe one. Her face looks dirty.
Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer.
You would,
As
yeah,
it is,
that's true.
my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
They are shoes. They are shoes, actually. I chose them. They're shoes.
Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there.
Yeah, I know. I've
Real
seen her
piece of
before.
work. Wears lots of leather,
Yeah.
carries a whip.
Yep.
Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise.
Yes, she is.
I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right?
Indeed.
Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Or 74.
Was there something else?
Don't suppose you're here for a drink? Holosuite?
No.
Dabo?
Nope.
Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can.
Yeah.
My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Herc, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead.
That's true.
If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Herc and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else.
Yep.
You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
Must be cursed. I heard you on a moon.
I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Herc trying to demolish everything
billion
in
Herc
sight,
trying to demolish everything in sight.
profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tulaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
No, you won't. Assuming the Herc don't eat them all.
Can I get you something?
Alright, guys. Short break here. There's an ad break coming up. And then we'll continue. Hey, Dr. Bashir's here. Sweet. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, good. My head's not in the way of that. That's excellent. What is my head in the way of? Okay, all of my endeavors. That's fine. I completed 2 out of 3 of them, and the other one I'm not doing today. Because it doesn't seem worth it. Anyway, guys, we'll be back soon. Alrighty, everybody. I have returned. Thank you for your patience during the break. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Dr. Bashir?
Ah, Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Herc. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more. The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Herc dilemma, the better.
Yeah.
We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
Recently recommissioned?
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am.
No, God, Ezri
back
Dax.
on the front of an interstellar conflict.
Save me from Ezri Dax,
Let's hope
please.
it's a brief one.
Oh, God.
Something on your mind?
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
It must be a surprise seeing Karemans here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies.
You're not going to read the rest of this? It was like the Founders forgot about us. Yeah.
We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Karemans arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too.
We'll do what we can. We'll do what we can.
We're lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Herc attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Herc closed in.
I apologize.
Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. Their stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Herc came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
Maybe.
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon.
Alright.
I'd like to go over what you've learned. Interesting. The Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable.
Indeed.
But I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi.
Not the Cardassians.
I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue.
But I'm surprised that the
We'll
Ferengi
need to work with the
decided
Bajorans to
on
manage the
this.
situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Yes, sir. As reported.
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse.
Great. Yeah.
That was a joke. Take a moment to relax. Speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
Indeed. Captain Kumarke?
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling
Captain Cute Marke.
All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Herc. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies.
That's
Those
true.
very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own.
We saved billions
You're
of
right,
lives.
of course.
They might all
If only
all
there'd
die
been
anyway.
another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Herc. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of
Indeed.
this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Greetings.
You?
I am Wayun 10. I'm glad we had this
10.
moment to
Oh,
talk
that's
before the
the
summit
10th.
begins.
Shit.
I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors. If I may be so bold, I hope that you conveyed a need for cooperation with the Founders as well. At least in matters regarding the Herc, if not in all things.
You.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now. I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
You'll have it. And my ship's Bajoran in design, so you should be right at home on it. Kapla!
Jempak is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Herc, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Herc. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kalis and the Empire.
You won't be
if
alone.
I can have everyone's attention. Thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss.
Indeed.
Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation.
It's not good.
The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral.
Oh boy.
That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Herc can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Seriously.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War?
It was one
I
ship.
seem to recall Klingons
And
placing
Sela
high
stole it.
value on debts
Most
of honor.
likely.
Or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted.
Time to go. Gotta go. Time to go. Oh. Starfleet. What's going on? Uh-oh. There's more. That doesn't look very... It's got a lot of teeth.
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc.
Yeah, no duck. Beam me directly to my ship. I'll take care of it. No, put me on my ship.
In the damaged pylon or processing area.
get me to my ship. I can do the most
I need
damage
you to get
there.
to that damaged pylon section.
No,
and
I can
lock
do
it
the most
down
damage from my
before
ship.
The Herc trigger an explosion that could wreck the...
I can do the most damage from my ship. Let's go, ladies. Just be ready. If you see a bug, shoot it. Cell? Oh, Cell evolved again. Oh god. Oh, wonderful. There's more of them. Fantastic. Why are their movements rendered at 20 FPS? Is that a feature? No, give him the nano thingy. Okay, I'm dying though. Amazing. Everybody alive? We're unhurt? Excellent.
Bad news. The hangar security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space. So let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
In here? No. Up there, I guess. That's weird. Anyway. Keep an eye out for more bugs, please. Thank you.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Herc have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Fair.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
Oh, great. It's puzzles. Okay. Oh, it wasn't really a puzzle. Yo, you guys are okay. Yep. You're having some path. Whoa! Sarva, what are you doing? Are you okay? All right.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
Okay.
All right, the safety systems are reinitializing.
Good.
They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. Hold on. I'm picking up multiple Herc life signs in your area.
Let
They're
them
converging
come.
on your position.
Before we start, though, let's lay down the turrets.
I need you to defend that section from the Herc until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again.
Give him the mine. In the trouble bubble. Whatever this is. I'm stuck. Well, just keep firing at him. I'll keep him busy. No, I'm just kind of taking it in the face right now. And my buddies are doing all the work. Where is Elisa? There she is. Bring her back up here. Go. Run away, Flores. Oof. Nice try, though. Not yet, I gotta grab the stuff. You know, these things that I'll never be able to unlock, and then some stuff that I can just sell.
The Herc are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station.
All right.
First Dukan Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
We'll keep him safe.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Now we'll overpower everything. Now we'll overpower everything. I mean, I have my tier 6 baby here, so now we overpower everything. You can see it. It looks like a jet airplane. I like it. Oh, I put it in reverse. Fire at will. Get in range and fire at will. You're in the black hole. It's the best way to deal with swarms of things. Just suck them into a fucking black hole. Man.
That was close. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. Faster. Alright, bring in the Type 14s. These Type 14s are devastating. Yeah, I get 8 of them. It's pretty good.
Thanks, and good luck with the Herc. You'll need it.
Oh, I don't need no luck. Oh, I don't need any luck. Thank you anyway, though. I appreciate the sentiment. Appreciate the sentiment. Pick your targets while you can. Don't worry. Just pick your targets while you can. That really hurt.
Hull integrity below 75%.
So I have no cannons, so I've got fire at will and I've got overload for beams. And I can, I'll choose,
May the prophets guide you.
and I'll choose which one to use
Nice
based
work.
on the situation.
But I'm afraid there's bad news.
What?
We're picking up Herc vessels and they're heading our way.
Good.
The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until
take
then,
'em.
we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
Look. All you need is me, okay?
Honor your ancestors. Fight now and destroy the Herc.
Concentrate fire on their capital ships.
No, their swarms are the most dangerous.
Chief, I need those systems online.
Bring in the backup. Let's grab everything. Redistribute the shields, please. They're hitting me in the butt.
Systems online in 60 seconds.
Oh, good. I can use that, please. Thank you. Please hurry.
Don't let the frigate swarms get behind you.
Just a few more seconds.
Okay.
Target shields have failed. Four shields failing.
It'll be fine.
Defense systems online.
Good.
The Herc and open fire.
Yeah, all targets, please. Oh, they got. Oh, good for them. That lasted way longer than I expected to, though.
Ship is under attack.
Start calling in the buddies. You need them.
Target shields have failed. Right shield failing.
14's already. Do it. Trust me when I tell you guys, you got plenty of targets to choose from, so just fire. Get the stuff. Oh, okay. I'm full here. Hold on. I can fix it. I can fix that. Don't worry about the black hole. It's fine. No one hurt me. Much. Oh yeah, bring the Delta boys in. Trying to flee, are we? Well, dang, you're fast. Hold still, you sneaky booger.
Target's shields have failed.
There. I have a black hole. Well, we did it.
That was the last of them.
For now.
We're not picking up any Herc ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is ready to do the same. In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Herc on our side of the wormhole.
Okay.
Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision.
Indeed.
This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
Okay.
The Herc threat is real.
Yes, it is.
And we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. There will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid to the Dominion if we're to have any chance of stopping the Herc onslaught.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Kai Kira of Bajor has requested a mission to the Innis system, and Ambassador Odo has authorized it.
I know.
The Kai has asked for our assistance on this.
Mine particularly.
And she asked for you by name.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever she needs, make it so.
I need your help with a very sensitive mission.
Yeah, we know.
A former Kai, Opaka, was trapped on a prison moon in the Gamma Quadrant in 2369. Alien nanotech in her system prevents her from leaving the moon, but it also sustains her life indefinitely while on the surface. It seems the wardens of the prison were planning on curing and granting amnesty to the prisoners until their planet was decimated by the Herc. Somehow, the Dominion managed to obtain the cure, and they've provided it to us as a peace offering. The moon hasn't been hit by the Herc, but it's only a matter of time. We need to cure Opaka and the others and get them out of there before that happens.
Makeshift pole arm. Oh boy.
Something else on your mind?
It's gonna be a ground mission. I just know it. I just know it. 3.6 DPS. Yeah, alright. Do we have a pair of dualies for her? Because it seems to be the highest DPS I could get without going into set pieces. Well, anyway, we got some more, stuff got done. It's good. Engineering team. Transorb abilities. Gold press platinum on killing enemies. It's funny. Hilarious. Unnecessary. Mostly unnecessary anyway, for now. Do it. Do this. It's almost at 3. I don't have enough of those. Okay. Very well. Plasma turret. Okay. Fair. Oh my god, I got some Saurian brandy. Wow, that's amazing. I need that for a thing, actually. Yeah, this one. I need the Saurian brandy to continue with this thing. Alright. Begin. What's this all about? Well, this is interesting. Skirmish phase. Work with other captains to complete the skirmishes in each sector. Finish these to trigger a major Herc assault. Gain bonus completion rewards by completing skirmishes. Holy shit, the entire fucking quadrant's a battle zone. That's awesome. 90 dilithium, 5 gamma, 17 gamma, 40, 67, 100, 137, 18. Wow. That's cool.
Good, we've arrived. I suggest scanning the prison moon and its satellite network. They might have fixed the design flaw we exploited here years ago to bypass their defenses.
Those satellites could cripple a Starfleet runabout with one shot back then. I'd rather not find out how powerful they are now, if you don't mind.
Well, Starfleet shuttles aren't exactly known for their fortitude.
Looks like the satellite weapon and defense systems were updated to deal with modern vessels, but they still have the same flaw that Mars O'Brien took advantage of years ago.
You should be able to distract the satellites by firing probes near their position. Distract enough of them, and you'll clear an area long enough to safely beam down an away team.
Or it could just keep
Picking
flying.
up some debris clouds from Herc ships in orbit.
Oh, I need to go back here. What is even happening right now?
It's possible some Herc bypassed the satellites. We should be ready.
Looks like O'Brien's trick still works. The satellites took the bait, and we have a safe transport window. We're in position. I recommend we bring some pattern enhancers along. Local interference can make it tough to get a lock on, and we might have to leave in a hurry. All right, the doctor and I are ready to beam down.
Let's go. There we go. Didn't I tell you it would be mostly a grand?
Or what's left of her, rather. Looks like the locals have scavenged everything of value from the old girl. Unlike her, they can never die thanks to the nanotech inside of them.
Right.
Maybe they don't want
it. The prisoners were eager to be cured, if only to get the chance to kill their rivals off for good. I'm hoping that Opaka has shown them a better path in the time she's been here among them.
Beware of the mist. All right. We'll see how dangerous that is.
We're not alone. Herc life signs dead ahead.
Give him the mine.
This is interesting. I just ran a medical scan on these Herc. They're not regenerating. There's no sign of the alien nanites in their bodies. Something in the Herc genetic makeup isn't compatible with the nanites. I suspect it only works on humanoids.
Okay.
We're here to help. Keep fighting!
I mean, I don't really need to do anything. Honestly. Sorry, I didn't age. Oh, hey, look, another thing I'm never going to be able to open. Fantastic. Where? What? Where? Who? What? Go in here?
I think you'll find that she'll be in good health within moments. The healing nanites are quite effective. In fact, they seem to have become more efficient than they were last time I was here.
You can relax. I'm fine now. Really.
Okay.
You made it. Good. The Kai's been expecting you. Yes, she's had a vision about you coming here. Come with us. We'll take you to her. Unless you'd rather stand around here until more of those things show up.
Nope. Nope, I wouldn't.
The Kai's waiting for you, in the temple ahead.
Welcome. It's been some time since we've had peaceful visitors.
The lips is not moving at all.
Kira, it's been too long. Truly, the prophets have smiled upon us today.
Indeed they have. We have brought the cure. You'll be able to live a normal life away from here. You'll be free.
And we have something to bring with us.
An orb.
A miracle.
Holy shit, how'd you find it?
Is that...
Yes.
Where'd you find it?
A blessing from the prophets. The Orb of Peace. Through it, we ended the war between Ennis and Noel Ennis.
Who's her and what's her? Who's in what's her?
As you can see, our peace has been shattered by the arrival of the hostile aliens.
Indeed.
We have tried to speak with them, to find reason.
They don't seem
but
to
we
have a
failed.
voice.
We don't even know their name.
They're called Herc, and there's no reasoning with them. They attack and devastate every world, every species they encounter. We need to get you and your people out of here as soon as possible.
I see. We must take the orb with us as well. I can't have it falling into the hands of such a warlike species. It would be like the occupation all over again.
That's not going to happen. I won't allow it, and neither will my friends. We can administer the cure to everyone in groups. With your permission, we'll start right away.
Very well. Begin the procedure. I'm sure many of us are eager to leave this place and begin a new life together.
Some may not want to. Some may not wish to. That would be okay. That would be their choice. We should allow them to have that choice.
Some time ago, I asked Bashir for this cure. I wanted to use the cure as a weapon and kill the enemy. I couldn't put the war with the Knoll behind me. I hated him for denying my chance for vengeance. Now, that's changed, thanks to the Kai. I found a better path. I just want to lead a simple, natural life.
You know, I may not believe you. I may not believe you. Those Bajorans, they're very fucking naive. They'll believe you as long as you want to talk about fucking peace. They'll fucking believe whatever you say.
After all this time, to live a normal life, it's like waking up from a really bad dream. I can think about having a family again. An actual family. I don't know.
Do you want this? Too bad.
The cure, huh? Well, this cure had better work, friend. Or we won't be friends no more. Get me.
Calm down there.
Then it's true what the Kai saw in her dreams. Those visions. The prophets sent us the orb, and now they sent you with our deliverance from this horrible place. Truly, the prophets...
Is this for real?
Yes.
This cure?
I mean, maybe.
They talked about it a little after the Kai arrived, but I thought it was a myth. Never thought it was actually real. So, I can die now.
Yes.
Funny.
You can die.
I never thought I would. And now that I can, I'm a little scared.
We're all a little scared of dying. Don't worry, bud. We're all at least a little scared of that. Anyway, guys, ad break coming up real soon here, so we're gonna take a short break, and then we'll come back and continue. Back soon. Alrighty, everybody, I have returned. Thank you for your patience during the break. I appreciate it. Alright, let us continue with the inoculations. Whatever. Do you want to be inoculated? Too bad. Look,
When
now
they
you can
put
die.
me here, all I knew was war. I don't remember why it started, just that there was us and the Ennis had to die. Even when the Kai came, I didn't believe. But when they found the orb and people stopped killing, things changed for me. Guess there's something to faith after all. Anyway, thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Looks like you're down to 1 dose of the cure. Use that to inoculate the Kai. Kai or Parker, that is. I'll administer the cure to the rest here.
What about us? Are we staying here forever? Excuse me. She's
You
gonna
have
die.
my thanks for all you have done for us today. May the blessings of the prophets be yours.
Those things are attacking! Defend yourselves!
Yeah, now you guys can die, you know, so don't defend yourselves too heartily. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Golan's down! Medic! Someone help him!
I'm afraid he's dead. There's nothing
Standing.
you can do for him.
He's standing there. How's he?
Though we will mourn the loss of our friend Gollin, we can take comfort knowing that, at long last, he was able to leave this place for a better one. He is finally at peace, and his pack will join the prophets in the Celestial Temple.
You're gonna have company, right? Not an option. What's the new plan? Once we've done so, we'll be able to close the transport range and get you out safely. A lot of interference. Back to the initial site.
The doctor and I will stay with Opaka and her people in case the Herc make another attack here. Once you've cleared the way to the transport site, we'll join up with you there.
Acknowledged. Hi there. Like shooting scorpions in a barrel. What do you mean that's not the same? Alright, get down there. Should be fine now. Give him the mine. Give him the mine, please. Give that thing the trouble bubble. Just want to kill the big guys so that no more little guys can spawn here. Oh, they got me. That's fine.
Personal shield losing power.
Glad everyone made it out in one piece. Set up the pattern enhancer so we can beam out safely. There's no telling when the Herc will send reinforcements down.
Indeed. But I have one more thing to grab, though. Get us out of here. Come on, loading. Let's go. Thank you. Until we deal with them. We're still trying to hack the satellites. Make it happen. Make it happen. Do it. Hit him with the black hole. Can fire everything. As they would say. Hello? Thank you. We're ready, but standing by to broadcast the signal. Make it happen.
Let's move the ship behind the satellites and lure the Herc in. Just in time. Here they come.
Where? Oh, they're down there. Give him the black hole. Calling the shuttles. Oof. Yeah, huge. Oh, I got pushed again. More help, please. Fire everything. Oh, she'll hold. Promise.
All right, looks like the Herc have had enough for now. Let's get the rest of Opaka's people out of the colony while we can.
Indeed.
The Herc might send a larger force to finish.
I'm glad I was able to administer the cure to the remaining prisoners while you were clearing a path to the transport site. Everyone is safely aboard and mortal for the first time in many years. I've never seen so many people overjoyed to learn that eventually they'll die.
Thank you, Julian. It means a lot to me to have everyone out safely, especially Opaka. We have a lot to talk about, her and I. For now, I think we should return to Deep Space Nine before the Herc come back to settle the score.
Indeed.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine.
That moon is extremely defensible. We need to take that up as a position for a base.
Emissary, our paths meet again.
Hello, Ben. It's good to hear from you. I'm glad we were able to return Opaka to Bajor safely. She's determined to follow the will of the prophets and establish a new place of worship in the Gamma Quadrant near the wormhole. Odo assures me that the Dominion are open to discussing this. We'll see. Many of us have not forgotten the fate of the new Bajor colony and the Dominion's role in that. As for me, my time as Kai is coming to an end. Opaka is the Kai that Bajor needs now. I intend to guard the Celestial Temple from the Herc and anyone else who would destroy the home of the Prophets.
Good, see? She's not a
The best
Kai.
place to do that is Deep Space Nine,
killer.
as part of Starfleet. I'll be Captain Kira the next time you see me. Thank you again for helping me bring Opaka home. I owe you one.
I'll guarantee our inventory needs a little cleaning right now.
The Dominion has asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of their territory. The Herc aren't as numerous there, and we're hoping we can learn more about them while we render aid to the Dominion in that sector. Ambassador Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Defiant. I'll be commanding a modest Cardassian fleet as well. We'll start in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Herc presence in that area. Meet us there at your earliest convenience.
Nice. Okay, so there's a... Yeah, this is the ground version of that. Cool. And Polaron dual beam bank, that's fun. If I was still doing Polaron damage, that would be really fun. But the trader code is way better, and I'm not gonna need either of these, so... I can pick these kinds of things up pretty much anywhere, right? So, it's fine.
Be seeing you.
Indeed. It only comes in stacks of 20. Alright, that's fine. Alright, that's fine.
The Herc are invading all across the quadrant. Stealing resources, assaulting planets, who knows what else. They're a menace, and they need to be stopped.
How do we defeat them?
3 different parts of the quadrant are under attack.
Okay.
In each area, skirmishes are in progress against the Herc. You can see the hotspots shown on your map of the quadrant. The progress indicators show how well we've done in repelling the Herc in an area. The indicators show progress in the sector as a whole, not just your contributions. Participate in a skirmish to increase progress in that area. The Herc are invading all across the quad. Dominion ships are engaging the Herc on all points, though our forces are stretched thin. The Herc are invading all...
Well, we can do that later. Excuse me.
Thank you for joining us. As you can see, we can't even defend our stations from Herc attacks. It's going to take a joint Alliance and Dominion effort to stop them. We're currently at the edge of the Dosi system. Thankfully, the Herc aren't attacking the Dosi homeworld yet. They're starting to evacuate as a precaution, however.
Who are they?
The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome.
Sounds like Ferengi.
But they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
All ships, target the Herc and fire at will.
Victory is life!
Blah. What do you mean I'm Vulcan? I don't know what you're talking about. Grab that stuff.
I can see you're a handy person to have around.
Indeed.
And while I'd like to put this system far behind us, I believe we should find out what we can about the Herc and their reasons for being here. While we still can, of course.
Of course.
The Herc may decide to send more ships here.
Of course.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of Ketracel White. How curious. Of what use would this world be to the Herc? It's clearly of no value to the Dominion. Wait. I'm reading more Herc inbound.
They're going for the station.
That's nice.
What are they after?
Ship is under attack.
We should scan the station once we're done with these Herc.
Yep. Perhaps there's something Odo doesn't want us to know.
Transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Herc are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely
don't think the answers are here. I agree with that statement.
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look. Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Herc on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Herc wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
He really doesn't get the nuances of diplomacy, does he? He's just a security officer. He's literally just a security officer. He's outside of his depth right now.
Where did all these ships come from?
And here we are, the Karema system. Let's find out what Quark needs, deal with it, and move on.
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors.
Indeed.
I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
We're responding to a
As are
distress
we.
call.
Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
We have more fleets than was reported.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Herc as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you.
No,
How
no.
unfortunate.
No. He said there was one fleet left. If you test me, you will fail.
I will take responsibility for their actions in Kareman space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karema.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
Yep.
So, business as usual.
Since when was that ever?
Captain.
Since when did we ever get the whole story? Look, just give them everything we got, okay? Just come out swinging and don't stop. Oh, I got pushed. I got pushed. Well. Anybody else want to test me? Y'all want to fight? Well? No? Fair.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Karemin hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Herc. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit.
What?
We're trapped!
Odo?
Combat is notoriously chaotic.
No.
I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
I wonder.
Me too, Garrick.
Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan.
I'd say it's likely he's the only Ferengi on the planet, but what do I know?
Finally. I was beginning to wonder if anyone would come. It took you long enough. Is Garrick with you?
Yes.
Tell him. Found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here. The Herc are closing in. Get me now! Or Odo's lifelong wish will finally come true.
Odo's lifelong wish will finally come true.
We need to get Quark out quickly before he has an encounter with the Herc of the fatal variety.
Indeed.
Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way.
All right.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in. How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look. Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors. Ah, more Earth. It seems we're in the right place.
It's a lot of Hercs, man.
My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, the Karemin security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity.
Indeed.
There are a number of Karemin life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Quark.
God damn it, give him the mine. There.
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters.
Indeed.
But that didn't slow them down much. Filthy creatures. If you don't mind my asking, why are you here? You're not with Karemin Defense. Are you mercenaries? Private security?
No,
That'd
we're
be
looking for a
Quark, then.
Ferengi.
Only Ferengi around here that I know of, anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Quark. There are others nearby. One of them should have it. Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you. I swear it.
I'll hold you to that. Sir, I will hold you to that.
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
Excuse me. Oh my god, stop. Here, have the mine. They like to push people around. Yes, yes they do.
Thought that was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so
No, really.
Thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military, well, Karemin military anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell? Oh, him.
Him? Oh, God.
Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for...
Alright. Of course it's the last one.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
Perhaps waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
Here, have this mine. Give him the nano loot, please.
Thanks for the timely rescue.
You're welcome.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
Excuse me?
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet?
No.
Anyway, you're clearly not Karemin police, so what brings you down here?
We're looking for a Ferengi.
Oh, Quark, yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon.
That's what they say.
We locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks, gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
I've already done it. I've already done it. Don't worry.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
Okay. I'm just way too happy.
And here we all are, alive
loving, kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky.
Yep.
Not the kind of people I want to cross.
The Ferengi scream.
Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
He's a Ferengi. Don't worry about it. He doesn't like being around violence that he can't pay his way out of. Okay, dude. Calm down. Put that big guy in the trouble bubble. All right.
It's good to see you too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Come on. What's in the box?
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well deserved.
Indeed.
And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Herc invasion. Do Cardassians go senile?
Do Cardassians go senile? I don't want to know.
What I do know is you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Do Cardassians go senile? I expect they would. I suspect they would. I mean, they have brains after all.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bakelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
How so?
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Herc attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
It's unexpected. You need to set up the pattern enhancers? Alright. Yeah, don't. I'm getting to it, okay? God. Fuck.
The Herc are leaving. For now.
Why?
It would appear that the Herc burrowed this way to bypass the doors above. And unlike most burrowing creatures, the Herc actually ate their way through the ground.
I really didn't need to know that.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
What is it?
I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
I'd like for you to tell me first.
Excellent.
Before I sign up for anything.
I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard.
You know we're gonna have to fight some more.
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
Okay.
No idea.
Sphere.
Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
The
Interesting.
Vorta knows what it is.
But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Me neither.
Nor I,
He's a
Captain.
founder.
You
Can't
see,
trust him.
I found a similar device on Bajor.
Ooh.
On Bajor.
Oof.
When?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices called the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk.
No.
Understand that.
Slap him. Oh, yes. You deserved it.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys.
He's a founder.
Save it. I've heard enough.
He's a founder.
Please
he can't be trusted.
Continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war.
No.
I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack. The other founders are hiding things from me.
Well, of course they are.
If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo.
This ain't the first time she's had
Or
that feeling.
should I say, founder?
Trust me when I say
they don't
I
trust
understand
him.
your
Nobody trusts
position,
him.
Odo.
What, where nobody trusts
The
you?
captain,
Yeah.
on the other hand.
Yeah.
I know.
Garrick.
I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
How much are you risking on whatever it is you're risking?
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your founder's side, hanging on her every word?
It is a message from said founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
Ouch.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a founder, after all.
Hello?
Serve the founders, yes.
Hello, I'm here.
But also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Wayun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the founders haven't.
Hey.
This is a private conversation.
Children.
Unless you're here on a matter of the utmost importance, I suggest you find someone else to speak with. Somewhere else.
Quite the revelation, don't you think?
Indeed.
It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this.
Very.
For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships.
Yeah.
And there'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
Indeed. Okay. Short break here. It's ad time, so short break, and then we'll come back. And we'll do some more. Back soon. Alrighty, everybody. I have returned. Thank you for your patience during the break. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. Let's go.
It is not my place to question the will of the Founders. Your mind, however, is your own. Do with it as you will, but be warned. The Founders do not appreciate betrayal. If the Alliance withdraws from their pact with the Dominion, the consequences could be severe.
Don't breathe and try and drink at the same time. It's really bad. Okay, really bad. For everyone involved, even you. I hope you know what you're doing.
I need you to understand that Bajor was never at risk.
Oh, yeah, no.
We took precautions.
Don't believe that.
I made sure that my fleet was in position to neutralize the Herc in time.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You're a founder.
Karema was not my decision. Do you honestly think I'd take part in a plot to bring allies to our side, and then move to wipe out another group of allies? As I said to Garrick, there is more to this than we know. I'm going to find out what and why. I hope you're inclined to join me when the time comes.
We'll see.
Visits to the Dominion are always so enlightening, don't you think? I suspect we've just begun to discover what the Founders are playing at here, and that concerns me greatly. After today, the wrath of Captain Kira may be the least of Odo's concerns. I do feel we need to continue working with him, however. It may be the only way we learn the true intentions of the Dominion. With that in mind, I'll contact you when we're ready to move forward with his plan. Be seeing you.
Is this the next one in line? It is.
Odo's found something intriguing in the Masan system. Something the Founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo
Fire,
wants to
AoE
travel
damage, and
incognito
confusion.
this
Passive
time. I
fire.
trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Jem'Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion activity, particularly where Ambassador Odo is involved. Be seeing you.
Go. Begin.
I only recently learned of the station here. It's very old and very well concealed, even from Vorta and Jem'Hadar. From what I can tell, the Founders studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers.
Were you expecting them?
No, and that concerns me. This is supposed to be an abandoned facility. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. Let me do the talking. I should be able to make any Vorta or Jem'Hadar fall into line if things get difficult. So far, so good.
Or
They're
I
not
could just
targeting us.
Shoot them. Shooting them works too, right? Let's approach at
Entering the
Cluster
Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours, one I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your insolence expires.
You do understand that, like, you're not immortal. You're not immortal and you're not invincible. You get that part? You missed the memo. Nobody reads the file. All I gotta do is read the file. I'm a one-man demolition squad.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately.
We're not going anywhere.
Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
All integrity below 50%.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You certainly know how to make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility, guarded by the leader of the Founders? A cloaked fleet pales in comparison, but it's the best I can add to the mix.
Glad you
I
can make
wouldn't
it.
have missed it for the world. The fact that the Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward to discovering its secrets.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I couldn't agree more,
I can take him, don't worry.
Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Thought you wanted to find some secrets.
On any other day,
I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the captain and the ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
Hi there, Kane. That's diplomatic of
Captain Kira makes a good point.
The power go
Let's
out?
get this over
No.
with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
No, it didn't. I did drop some frames at some point. I mean, maybe. Did we split the VOD? We haven't split the VOD, so... I don't think it's that terrible.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Agreed.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
For sure.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
Yeah, here's hoping.
This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
All right.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow Founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
For sure.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground.
That's the Herc.
We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrows further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
If we can find more. Well, not in this room. You can't. Maybe in here.
Research report, Dominion date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation, burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller cervital race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
What did you expect? The fuck did you expect? Seriously.
Research report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong?
Maybe.
Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
Wow.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Indeed.
Research report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration.
Wow.
As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves.
The Herc they faced were not Herc. I see.
Research report supplemental entry 8671.71 Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Vakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Vakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Kronos. One can only hope.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Thakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Research report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal: galactic devastation.
Yes, they knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
For sure.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
We're not gonna be going on, don't worry. Hey, no getting in there?
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters. Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose. I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this.
They may be using him unwillingly or willingly.
The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
Oh, well, those are... Wow. Those are ugly.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri. It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us. Worf and Martok need to see this. I'm picking up traces of Ketracel white in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
Fantastic.
We've got company, and they don't look friendly.
Oh, they spit acid too. That's fantastic. It's just great.
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up.
Me neither.
Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening.
Couple of photon torpedoes. More genocide.
By the prophets. More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Fantastic. Run away? Run away. That guy's got laser beam hands? Jesus. What were they doing here?
Odo Takira, we're on our way to assist you.
I don't need help, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. If you die, the Founders are never gonna forgive us. I'd like to know how they did it. These laser beam hands and acid spitting and...
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
So is Roctagino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
I don't say it every 5 seconds. Oh. Stop jumping around like a spider monkey. You're scaring me. Well?
I think we've worn out our welcome.
Indeed.
Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived.
Excellent.
They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time...
Nope. Time to kick some ass. I'm gonna speedrun it. Run past all these idiots and
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
For the best. Can I actually...
what they want in here.
Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. No? And now I'm... Oh, I am gaining height. Oh my god, I'm flying. Am I gaining height? Maybe not, but my guys are gone. What happens if I dodge roll? No. Alright, I'm gonna have to do the stuck command. Dang it. I thought I found a quick way past. It's telling that instead of fixing like all the glitches in geometry and shit, they just decided, fuck it, we're gonna just put an unstuck command in. It's quite telling. I have to fight them? Oh, this is bullshit. Put him in the trouble bubble. Where's the last one? Well, somebody got him. Dude, you're stuck. Dude, you're stuck and I can't even shoot you. Oh, this blows. Get out of there. Get out of there. Maybe the mine will get him. This is funny. He can seem to get me, but I can't seem to get him. The mortars, you think? Nope. It doesn't seem that they're doing anything. Okay, well, somebody got him. Maybe it was the mortar.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen.
Yep. Not surprised.
Are you insane?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop doing that. Yeah, I do have a mortar on my engineer. Yes.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, and that creature would have attacked the Founder.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience.
It's true.
We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
I'm on Wayun's side with this one, actually. I believe I'm on Wayun's side for this one. So, as weird as that sounds, utterly strange as that is, all we gotta do is bathe them and catch us all white, apparently.
Once we return to the upper...
Okay, we're going.
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible.
Yeah.
The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps?
Fakir.
Fakiri? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line?
Indeed.
I'm intrigued. Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of this skirmish. I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once. I'm beginning to see why they concerned him.
These Fakiri ships are tough for ancient relics.
Because they're old doesn't mean they don't have technology that's comparable. All right. Target the Herc primarily, please. Their ships are going to be the source of a lot of annoyance for everybody. Oh, see what I mean? Excuse me. Bring in the shuttles, please. Oh, hey, I can fix that. I can fix it. Hold on, I can fix it. I can do that. All right.
Reading a massive Herc fleet dropping out of warp.
Great.
Just as the Fakiri are warping out.
Oh
Looks
boy.
like the Fakiri are pursuing the better part of Valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out there.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true we have the advantage for now, I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart.
Indeed.
We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
Very well. We'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Excuse me.
The Founders never disappoint, do they?
I guess not.
Learning their role in the creation of Klingon mythology was alarming, to say the least. I can't help but wonder what other secrets we'll learn once those ancient data files are restored. I'm afraid I have bad news to share. I reviewed your encounter with that peaceful Herc, and my universal translator analysis is clear. It was trying to communicate. It was asking for help.
Uh-huh.
One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget our act of defiance. We should all be on guard from now on.
Indeed.
Our uneasy peace with the Dominion could unravel all too soon.
How is that any different from any other moment?
My apologies for the quality of the transmission. I'm contacting you on an encrypted frequency. I'm working on an important covert mission, and I could use your assistance. I can't go into the details over comms, but you should know, if we pull this off, it could change the course of the Herc conflict in our favor.
More schemes.
Meet with me on Deep Space Nine to go over the details. Come along. I've been asked to keep the details of the mission on a need-to-know basis, and right now, only you and I need to know.
Okay, but... Oh god, the Ferengi schemes. Oh god. Boy.
Good luck.
The Ferengi schemes. Great. Okay, guys, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. Hey, we made some more progress. That's excellent. We're how far are we in this? Oh, we're like 3 away from the end of it. All right, everybody. Yeah, we'll be back and at it some more though. Excuse me. Some more on Thursday at the latest. 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Till then, everybody, stay frosty and good night. Bye for now.